Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us for the Earth Day celebration at Bethel University up here in finally not snowy Minnesota. I'm Richie Ortiz and I'm joined here in the studio with the one and only Scott Ryther. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a pretty good card here. We've got Cale Leiviska, which I figured out is how you pronounce his name after all these years of saying Leiviska. Starting off on hole one, this is a 321-foot par 3. It's pretty technical in the sense that that gap is actually smaller than it looks. So looking at it here, it looks like a pretty open gap, but it is a lot smaller than it looks. So that's why Hugh is trying to go big over the top.
Yep, couple different angles you can take. That's one of them.
Definitely. So Hugh looks like he got a pretty good drive there, but it's going to be a pretty big comebacker for the two. Sawed it off a little bit there.
A little bit, yep.
Yeah.
Needed the flip, didn't get it.
Oh boy. Here's Patrick. Looks like he's trying to line up over those trees on the right side. That is quite the rip to get over those trees. So.
Yeah. It's an interesting line. He was trying to go inside.
Cale trying to pure this gap here and stays a little too far left. Hopefully it scoots under. Patrick leaving that a little bit shorter than he probably wanted. That hillside is really tricky. You're coming up on a downslope, so it's really easy to go too far, so he was probably just trying to keep it a little short.
Yeah.
Tough for Cale there.
Go branch.
So I actually had a little bit of a line out of this. It looks terrible in there, but I had somewhat of a straight look at a layup.
And sit, and that'll do. Nice upshot, man.
Thanks.
Here's Hugh. Oh, man. He's running towards the basket. Really hoping that would have connected, but unfortunately, he's just going to tap out there for the three. Here goes Cale, probably from a little outside circle's edge with the downhill.
Yeah, he's been real solid on these little jumpers lately.
Looking to see some fireworks here. Come on, buddy. There it is.
It's a good start.
Yep. Oh, it was a little left side, but still no problem for Cale there.
That's solid.
Oh yeah, and Patrick is really confident with those putts. He gets a little bit of an Anheuser in his putt. He actually aims a little bit weak side, but it comes back in just perfectly to the center. It's pretty cool to watch. Sneaking it over the top there. And we have a star par. All even, so pretty much starting from scratch on hole 2. Moving on to hole 2 here, we've got a par 3, 246 feet. This is a tricky one. Take us through the strategy on this one, Scott.
So, actually, this is the first time I've played it in this position.
Oh, wow.
So, usually it's down a little bit further. So I think what you're trying to do is just turn one slightly and then just kind of let it finish nice. You don't want to turn it too much. Me, I'm trying to just go left, get lucky, kind of get around the backside of the trees.
Hey.
And got lucky.
There you go.
Patrick throwing a soft, I think he's throwing an M4 here. As is Cale.
Cale taking it out really wide and was hoping not to catch that tree there. And like you said, I think with this hole, if you're going through those trees, which is the optimal route, you're probably just hoping and praying not to hit a tree.
That's right.
Sit.
So kind of a half run.
Yeah. Oh man, a little bit of jitters there probably from Hugh with that downhill putt. He could have left himself with a 60-footer if he sailed by it.
Yeah.
Super good too from Pat there. Nice work, man.
Yeah, I played with Pat a couple times. Super solid player, and real confident with his putts and with his drives. He's a super powerful guy. He's got a lot of distance, but he's showing he's got some touch in his game too. So it's been fun to play with him, seeing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Here's the man himself, looking to connect the par. No problem. I like that floppy putt you had, man.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a lefty thing. No.
Lefty thing.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody breaks into the lead there, and that is Pat. Probably feels good. But again, lots and lots and lots of golf to play. Hole 3 at 582 feet. Strategy on this one, I think, is just to get a really, really big drive and try not to pinch it off too much to the left. Try not to saw it off, and leave yourself with nothing on the upshot. If you can get a look for the upshot, that's ideal.
So there's a big tree up to the left, and that's really what you're trying to get past or get to the right of. I mean, that's absolutely where you want to be. A little high.
A little low, maybe. Or were you going for the skip shot on this one? Nice.
It's a little low, but it's up there by that tree I was talking about, and
Yep.
I may have a look.
Mm-hmm. Cale coming in, looking like that might have turned over a little bit too much on him. Might still have a look to save that bird.
Now the green on this one is super tricky, so I mean, being in an ideal spot and then throwing a technical shot and trying to get it to land nice. I think Cale has
Oh my gosh.
done it about perfectly.
That is about how it's done right there. But yeah, there's a lot of potential for sliding, like you said. A lot of potential for sliding down on the right side, leaving yourself with way too much of a comeback.
This is one of my favorite holes out here.
Invisibranches out there?
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many of those on this course. Let's see. Hugh. Hugh's not happy about that for sure. It's not very often you see this guy take any bogeys. Looking like he's going to go for the double bogey after that. Concentrate. Yeah, and you were probably just thinking about that hillside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to run it, but if I can put it up high and get a good angle, it can give it a soft run and still land nice. It's a great putt.
Definitely. Super good connection there from Pat. Very confident. From a knee as well. Hats off. After that really, really good upshot, Cale, 99.9% gonna can this bird. There it is.
Yeah, it's a real good three.
Absolutely. I don't think in that position a 2 is even close to possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just be really tough to get up there. I mean, maybe for a throw in.
Right.
But with how active that green is, I mean, just if you can get a 3, take your 3, move on.
Definitely.
I will take a 4.
Great putt though for the 4.
Thanks.
All right, so just trailing by 1 there with Cale. Patrick's looking to maintain this lead here. Look at that! Look at all those maps there. That is really, really cool. Really solid work there from Kraig. Moving into hole 4 here. Got 330 feet. The thing about this hole, in my opinion, is you got to get a little bit of a turn, but just the slightest bit, and that's really the only way to get there.
Yep, plays pretty straight.
And again, I am speaking for righties when I say that. And what's the lefty play on this one, Scott?
I like to just kind of stand one up.
Yeah. Hopefully it scoots up there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hyzer, maybe a hyzer flip, or just a slight stand up because you don't want to be left or right.
Yeah. Cale going a little high. Definitely not happy with that.
This just came out a little left.
Yeah.
Kick the tree on the right, or on the left, down to the right.
Yeah. This is looking good. This is about how you want to do it. See if it finishes well. Yeah, just that slightest bit of turnover. Maybe you want a little bit more than that, but actually not a bad drive on that. For being a short hole, it's pretty tough to get up there. Pretty routine upshot there from Cale. Patrick looks like he's lining up trying to go for the bird here. Little half bid maybe.
See what Hugh's got.
That's fine. It was high enough that it didn't go too far past, so he should be okay. Cale a little bit short on that upshot, but let's see it, buddy. Oh no! That is super uncharacteristic of this guy. Oh jeez. There's no way he's happy with that one.
No.
Alright, what are you thinking here, man? What are you thinking? Thinking easy putt.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of speed on that, man. It's pretty impressive.
Very happy with my 3 on that. It was I was in a super tough spot.
Yeah. Hugh saving the 3 there. Not happy about it after that really good looking drive. Excellent putt there. As you can see there on the maps, like I mentioned before, 4 different ways to play the hole. Really interesting to see how each player kind of went left, went right, got their upshot. You see a couple putts in there.
Nice. I like that.
Oh yeah. Moving on to hole 5 here, 522 feet. I don't think I've ever seen a 2 on this. What are you guys kind of thinking stepping up to the tee here?
I mean, this is definitely gettable. There's a kind of a high gap and a low gap that's a little bit safer. The high one, you bring all the branches into play, and the low gap, you catch a skip, you're up there, you can get a nice 3. But yeah, this one's definitely gettable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being a par 4, that 3 is definitely in the cards. 4 definitely doesn't feel good because that usually means the drive wasn't right on.
Yeah.
And that was right on, man.
So again, little low, but gets you up there by that tree, and you should be able to get up and down for your 3. Hugh going for a roller here, and it was just a little bit high. I think it was going to turn out really nice.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Cale throwing a pure shot. Those are kind of shots we see Cale throw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's about the play there for most everybody. This shot right here, now if you've never played this course before, it's difficult to tell, but that was a crush. Just to get under those branches and over that little crest of the hill there. And at that distance, I mean, that was probably nothing shorter than 380 to get all the way there, so
Yep.
really good upshot.
Yeah, I was talking about hole 3 and how I like that shot a lot. This is the other one. I mean, this hole is beautiful. You've got the lake that you can see and just the rolling hills, the big trees. Nice putt.
Super nice putt. And yeah, like you were saying, hats off to the beautiful campus here at Bethel University, and definitely a big shout out to them for letting us use their property, man. We love playing out here.
Yeah, it's becoming one of my favorite courses to go and play. Oh, sit.
Oh no, and Patrick's looking at that like, come on, are you kidding? And the worst roll ever. No. Come on.
Nice hit.
Oh yeah. It takes a really solid player with a really level head to have a comeback that's longer than the previous putt and just go at it with so much confidence.
Take a 3.
Oh yeah. Twos are possible, but yeah, 3 is about as good as it gets on this hole, I'd say, just because those low branches. Everybody gaining a stroke there on Pat. Getting a little tighter. Moving on to hole 6. This is a short one. Strategy here is really just to hit that gap there that you see right in the middle. If you can hit that hillside, it should scoot up towards the basket. It's a little bit on the right side, but the slope is a little bit downhill left to right, so it should scoot it up on the right side. So just hit the gap and it should be okay. Yep.
So hit the gap a little short.
Hugh trying to take it a little bit higher after seeing that, which is...
That was a great shot.
Yep, definitely good on him for watching the previous drive there. And oh man, it's one of those disc golf phenomenon that like the smallest tree you're bound to hit it. Pat with the thumber on that.
Yeah, and I don't remember him throwing that. That worked out all right.
Yeah, with that backboard there, Cale's probably hoping to put that in.
Oh, nice.
All the confidence in the world. Got him a little bit too high, but that last link put him in.
Yep. What do you think? You think I get this one? Oh.
Oh no. I would have bet on you getting it.
Missed the basket. Got the tree.
Yeah, well, I noticed that it wasn't quite as floppy as usual, so I think you needed more flop, and that probably would have went in.
You're probably right.
Hindsight is 20/20. And now you're probably thinking, okay, come on, flop. Yeah, there.
There you go.
There you go.
There's a birdie.
Really solid too there from Hugh. One of the easier holes on the course, but nevertheless, you still have to hit that gap. So
That's right.
That's why we see all these great players here, and only 2 of them get the bird. That puts Pat in a pretty comfortable lead. Obviously, so much more disc golf to play, but you know, 2 up from these guys is something to feel proud of. Moving on to hole 7. This one is a bomb. What do you think about this one, man?
Yeah, it's a great hole. Again, another new pin placement, and I really like it. I hadn't practiced it, so just kind of listened to the guys and told me where it was at, and it's up right a little bit further. So yeah, it's a crush. You got water all on the left side, so it's tough on the righties. It's a late flip.
Yeah, and I'm sure that most of the time when righties throw this backhand, they're probably going in those trees because, yeah, you definitely don't want to go in that water. All right, Pat. Looks like it might be turned over a little bit too much, but oh, he actually gets through all of it. Cool. Not too bad of a cut roll, so he should be okay for that upshot, or maybe even possibly running an eagle.
Yeah, he's got a good look from there. So I'm just throwing kind of a spike hyzer. I'm trying to get it around the corner and pretty short, but in a good spot.
I'm guessing you're probably pretty disappointed with that, being a lefty with all the power that you have, man.
Yeah. I was all right with it, being I hadn't seen it. We went up around the corner, and I was just, ooh.
Yeah, going out of bounds here. Coming back in, and that's pretty unfortunate, man. Right behind those trees, blocking the basket there. He's going to have a tough shot for that.
Well,
to save that par.
I know Cale practiced this shot and just parked it with that disc. So to throw it out there and not get that same flip, I'm sure he was a little disappointed on that. A lot of twigs, pretty much just laying this one up.
Yeah.
Again, I'd like to throw it again for sure.
Yeah, every once in a while, you just gotta play smart. That was good stuff. Little tap of the pole there by Pat. Probably thinking, hey, you know, if I run this 2, it might turn into a 4. And Cale thinking the same thing.
Yeah, nice hole. I like this. I like this placement a lot.
Yeah, for me, this is the iconic hole of the course. I mean, it's really beautiful with all the water on the left side and all the beautiful trees on the right side, and just the difficulty of the hole just really speaks volumes to the course designer and Bethel University and all that. All right, cleaning up the easiest 3 ever. There we go. Okay. No pars. Kind of putting Cale a little bit farther back. I know he's really disappointed with that. But really solid birdies from the other 3. Moving on to this hole here. I don't have many words for this one, man. What do you think about it?
Well, I mean, it's tight. It's technical. Short hole. There's a straight lane, and then there's kind of a forehand or hyzer lane for me. And I think you still got to get a little lucky.
Yeah, I agree with that. You definitely have to get a little bit lucky because, I mean, any route you take, there's going to be a tree a little bit farther down.
Right, right. I mean, he threw that right into that tree. I don't know what he was thinking.
That was good. That was an ace run. Yep. Lefty line here. There you go. Yep, like you said.
Yeah, I liked it, but yeah, a little high. Should still end up with a long putt.
Here's a backhand route. And there you go. Once again, just got those invisible branches to contend with. Personally, for me, it's such a touchy shot because it's so downhill, you know. So even being at the distance that it is, I mean.
What do you throw on this?
On this one, I actually throw a forehand Firebird.
Okay.
I kind of leave it flat, but I definitely aim downhill, and hopefully that fade will get me a little skip up to the basket.
I like that. I like the straight lane that Cale took with the putter. If you can hit the gap right off the tee, then it's right there.
Oh yeah.
You know, on the nice hit.
Woo. That was good.
Hugh's been putting real solid. Good putt.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, when you hit the gap on the left, there's still 3-4 trees that come into play on the way down. No.
Cale's got to be so disappointed with that. I mean, this is probably a hole that he rarely takes a 3 on. So, Pat connecting, good stuff, breaking away. Couple disappointing putts there, but
yeah,
definitely uncharacteristic of the 2 of you guys.
It'll happen.
Oh man, just one bird on that, and Pat is making a just significant break to get ahead of the game here, and hoping that he can maintain that confidence under so much pressure. On this one, 174 feet, par 3. Really, I think there's 2 routes. There's that left side route, and you want to get that hyzer left to right, whether it's a forehand or a backhand for a lefty, hit the hill and scoot up. Or you can go the right route, which we're going to see right here from Pat.
Oh, yeah.
That might have been a little bit wide.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
definitely a hyzer player. So
Went from oh yeah to oh no.
if there's one.
I like it.
Yeah, you guys are lining up this this right side gap here. I think the left side gap is probably more common. Let's see.
Yeah, Hugh.
Yeah, that's a good play right
Yep.
there.
Yep. Good shot.
Even though it's not parked, I mean, that's pretty much how you play this hole. Because if you do get over on the flight, if you do get over that crest of the hill there, you might end up being really, really long.
Yep.
So it's really technical.
Yeah, if you can use that hill.
Hmm.
So me, I don't know what it is, but when I have a gap like this that I need to hit that's kind of close to the tee, I prefer a forehand if I can take it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the way to do it, man. Really good drive.
Thanks.
Very cool. And yeah, again, playing that hill, that's really the best way to play this hole. Just hit the hill and scoot up there. Cale's a little long, probably circle's edge or so. Yeah, safe play. Good job there from Pat. Oh boy. Really good drive, just wasn't able to connect. Cale hoping to connect this one. Yeah, pretty solid, dead center, exactly where you want to be. It's taken a while for it to get to you, man. You must have had a really good drive.
Yeah, I think it skipped up nice. Might even hit one of the little trees up there and got nice and close.
There you go. Super good performances so far. I know that there's definitely some disappointments from you guys. I know that there were some connections you guys wanted to make on this front nine, but hey, there's still a back nine, and there's still another whole round after that. So join us for that, and we'll see you on the back nine, guys.
Thanks, guys.